Ever wondered what sets great leaders apart from the rest? In a world full of followers and corrupt individuals, what sets true leaders apart? It is not just their skills or intelligence, it's not just their vision or charisma, it's their unwavering character. True leaders stand firm, even if it means standing alone. That is the true essence of character in leadership. In this video, we will explore what it means to have character as a leader. We will draw insights from different angles and perspectives to understand this essential quality, which is often left on the table or relegated to the background. Character is the foundation upon which we build our leadership and legacy. And every foundation has certain qualities or features that informs you about the type of building it is going to carry. Some of the features are that every foundation is fixed and stable, and that it is predictive of the structure that is going to be built on it. In the same vein, character is fixed and stable, as well as predictive of who you are and what you will become as a leader. But in today's world, we often see leaders compromising their values for convenience or short-term gain. These compromises has led to the erosion of trust and credibility, leading to a loss of respect and influence. Leaders who prioritize self-interest over the common good of the people sow seeds of distrust and division, leaving a trail of suffering and disillusionment in their wake. Imagine a society where greed and arrogance reign supreme, corruption runs rampant, with leaders enriching themselves at the expense of the people they are meant to serve. Human rights violations go unchecked as dissent is silenced and voices of oppositions are crushed. Communities are torn apart by social injustice. Marginalized groups denied access to basic rights and opportunities for a better life. Environmental degradation worsens with each passing day as leaders turn a blind eye to the destruction of our resources. The consequences of leadership without character are felt in every aspect of our lives. Families struggle to make ends meet, unable to access essential services like healthcare and education. Businesses falter under the weight of economic exploitation, while individuals suffer from the mental and emotional toil of living in a society devoid of integrity. Hope dwindles as the cycle of corruption and oppression seems unbreakable. However, we all aspire to be respected leaders who are known for their integrity and unwavering principles. This innate desire drives us to seek out what it means to be true leaders and to have character in our leadership. And I'm going to share with you 5 frameworks of what it actually means to have character as a leader. These frameworks include a commitment to a set of values without compromise, being true to your conscience, dogged commitment to standards even when you are standing alone, integrity and consistency in thought, words, and action, and finally, having the discipline to maintain your values and standards always. So without wasting much time, let's deep dive into each of them. So let's break them down. The first one I want to talk about is the commitment to a set of values without compromise. Now, what are values? Values are deeply held beliefs about what is important, desirable, and worthwhile. They serve as a moral compass and influences a leader's behavior and decision making. Let's take this from a different angle. From biblical perspective, in Daniel chapter 6, in the Bible, the story of Daniel exemplifies the commitment of values without compromise. Daniel, a devout follower of God, faced a dilemma when King Darius issued a decree forbidding prayer to any god except the God of King Darius. Despite the risk of being thrown into the lion's den, Daniel continued to pray to God as he always had, refusing to compromise his faith and values. God protected him and Daniel emerged unscathed. This story underscores the importance of unwavering commitment to one's values, even in the face of severe consequences. And not just that, let's look at it from historical perspective as well. Let's consider the civil rights movement led by Martin Luther King Jr. and also Mahatma Gandhi's nonviolent resistance. Mahatma Gandhi's commitment to nonviolent resistance during India's struggle for independence is a historical example of unwavering dedication to principle. Gandhi refused to compromise on the principles of nonviolence and civil disobedience, even when faced with adversities and violence. His steadfast commitment to these values eventually led to India's independence from British colonial rule. Now, the second framework that I talked about is being true to your conscience. Now, to have character as a leader, it is expedient that you will listen and take heed to your conscience. It is that which tells us what is right and what is wrong. It is the moral compass that everyone has and that governs each of us when we are making decisions, especially as leaders. Now, what does it mean to listen to your conscience? Now, listening to your conscience means being true to your convictions, what you strongly and unwaveringly believe to be true and right. This is because our conscience is a function of what we strongly believe to be true and right. So, if we believe that telling the truth is right, our conscience will act in that regard. Therefore, if and when we tell lies, it speaks to us that we have acted in ways contrary to what we believe to be true and right. It patronizes us and makes us guilty in an attempt to lead us back to what we strongly believe to be right and true. In the same vein, if and when we do something in alignment with our convictions of what we believe to be true and right, we feel confident, proud of ourselves, and walk with no guilt. Your conscience becomes clear. Thirdly, in order for you to have character as a leader, you need to develop a dogged commitment to standards without wavering, even if you have to stand alone. So when we look in the Bible and also from historical perspective, we've seen individuals who were able to stand alone and were committed to their standards unwaveringly. And at the end of the day, even though they were able to stand, and even though a lot of people deserted them, they were able to stay true to their standards unwaveringly, and they were able to succeed in the end. So a popular example from biblical perspective is Daniel. So Daniel's commitment to prayer in Daniel chapter 6 again tells us a story of Daniel who, despite facing pressure and threats, continued to pray to God 3 times a day as he had always done. His unwavering commitment to his faith and the standards of his beliefs demonstrated his character and resilience. So if we check also from historical perspective, we know that Nelson Mandela's fight against apartheid is another example. Nelson Mandela's 27 years of imprisonment and his unwavering commitment to ending apartheid in South Africa exemplify dedication to set of standards. His steadfastness in advocating for racial reconciliation and equality ultimately led to the dismantling of apartheid. Fourthly, it is very expedient that if you want to develop character as a leader, you have to have the integrity and consistency with your thoughts, with your words, and with your actions. The concept of integrity involves consistency with thoughts, words, and action. And so in Proverbs 10:9 from the NIV version, it says that whoever walks in integrity walks securely, but whoever takes crooked path will be found out. This verse highlights that those who maintain integrity with their actions and do so with confidence, while those who engage in deceitful practices are more likely to be exposed. The final framework that I wanted to share with you is that you are to be disciplined to keep true to your values and standards always. In order for you to develop character as a leader, you have to be disciplined to keep true to your values and standards always. The statement that you are disciplined to keep true to your values and standards always means that a person or you as a leader has developed a strong commitment to upholding your ethical and moral values and consistently adheres to the principles and actions and the decisions that you have made. So, you need to embrace these principles of character in your leadership journey. And if you have learned so much from this video, I would want you to subscribe to my channel and enjoy more resources too as well. In conclusion, having character as a leader means committing to your values without compromise, being true to your conscience, showing unwavering commitment to your standards, maintaining integrity and consistency, and having the discipline to uphold your principles always. So I just want to thank you very much for joining us today. And remember, true leadership starts with unwavering character.